Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We are here and we're live on a wee Monday night for a change, for a wee bit of Monday fun. Fist bumps to you all. Good to see you. What a weekend. And we're in a wee bit of a tailspin and a wee bit of a whirlwind over the last couple of days. I was going to do Monday fun as we normally do kind of earlier in the day, but with all the kind of aftermath of the weekend and I had the kids' football training, I had to go buy some new kit for them and whatever. So the day's just been really busy. So I thought well, we can just do a wee nighttime one. Hopefully it'll be good for you guys. I see Mr. Bojangles saying good morning. So it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Mr. Bojangles is coming up trumps with the hot streaks, picking Cunha and Bruno after the kind of chat we had going into the midweeks or the weekend. Sorry, so great to see that they come in clutch for you in a big way. Liam Pev's in the house. Michael, good to see you. Hail, hail. Josh Tilley, Thomas Ronyon first in. Good to see you, mate, as well. We've got a few bits and bobs to do today. I will need to duck off in 10 minutes for like 2 minutes. Just I've had a wee message. Somebody's coming around to drop keys off to me, so I just need to run downstairs quickly and do that shortly. So just bear with me. And if anyone shows up when I'm not here, feel free to say back in 2 seconds for me. But got a lot of stuff to kind of cover. We've got the back end of the weekend. One thing I did really want to spend a wee bit of time examining in here was the stellar set stuff because we've done really, really well with the Barcelona Foundation team in this. What did we call it? The beta test. We got through the first 1, 2, 3, 4 steps with great success. We almost got all the way over the line here, but at the very end, look at that. We missed out by 47 points. Can we look at it? Yeah, we can. Yeah, 47 points. I think we had all quite similar players. There was a bit of a divide between going with Premier League and going with La Liga across the board. We did hit some nice scores, but it was quite a troublesome game day, for lack of a better expression. So we didn't quite get there, sadly, but very, very, very close. And I know some of you have already hit the retry button and got some stuff on for the game tonight, which is cool. But this was a really fun kind of journey for the first couple of days. We all went in on day one when it was open. We all smashed in teams. The score was easy enough to smash, and we done it. The second day, we went at it again, or did we miss a day? I think we went again. Yeah, we went again second day. That was a Monday. Yeah, Man City played like Tuesday or Wednesday or something. Absolutely smashed it out the park with all these special edition City cards and everything, making it a dog walk of a job. And the third one, we missed a day. We deliberately skipped a day. I don't even think I had a team in here after the day we skipped. That's why I can't click on this to see it, which is a shame. But then we went back to back on Friday, Saturday, and Saturday we had the Bundesliga only. So we managed to all get our teams in with the lineups being out. A bunch of good scores. We smashed it. We absolutely rinsed it. And the reward packs we've been picking up have actually been pretty nice. So I'm just going to hit retry on this so we can go back to the beginning, because some of you guys, it doesn't let me click on it if I've not put the team in, which is kind of annoying, because I think for Sorare, if they're watching this for the beta, like that's a bit of a glitch. Like I want to be able to see if I've missed a team. I want to be able to see what the rest of the boys have been up to, or what the rest of the squad has been up to. So a wee bit of a minor thing there, but apparently we've got a lot of Arsenal. Who is Arsenal Burnley? Yeah, we've got a lot of Arsenal covered, and Rico Man took one for the team and back to Burnley with his build. So we've got a wee bit of a hedge on the go there. I'm needing Arsenal to smash, as well as Mr. Bojangles for the streak, says Liam. Or Liam Pev. Liam King, good to see you, mate. How you feeling? How you feeling, buddy? This is a safe space, Liam. This is a safe space. What a game. 2 minutes. I'll nip away for a minute. So this has been a lot of fun. It's actually taken away a lot of my attention. I didn't play tonight because I only had Burnley guys or whatever. I wasn't going to waste a life on it. We're at the end of the road anyway, so I want to make sure I'm scooping as much of these gems out as I possibly can. I don't want to go bust. But it took a lot of attention away from my main teams. And Celtic did well, right, which is cool. I've not actually looked at the leaderboard tab. I'm not too sure how well I did or didn't do here. Dessler, by the way, I don't know if you've seen his goal, but my budget defender pick from before MLS started. He's got a goal of the game week contender. So that's a bit of something. NYC guys did nothing. I had one arena team, which I should have maybe played a bit more. I came out positive there, which is fun. And overall, like, it was an absolute car crash of a weekend, really, wasn't it? Shit, Liam. Yeah, I'm sorry you feel that way, mate. I'm sorry it's more of a negative takeaway from the game rather than any sort of positive. So yeah, sad to see that, mate. Oh, 2 seconds. I think I need to jump. I'll be back in 2 seconds, everyone, okay? Jimmy's. Thanks for bearing with me there, everyone. Apologies. Apologies. I tried to time everything so it wouldn't bump into each other, but hey, best laid plans and all that. Good to see you all. Again, sorry about the little delay there. But yeah, where were we? I need a 72 from Saliba. That'd be pretty nice, wouldn't it? One of the things I want to say now is we still need to build the MFL team up for the community. I managed to get an 11th player in myself just to get us registered. We're in the league, we're all good, but we still need a team. We have, let's look at the schedule. Where's the interactive calendar again? Is it maybe on the main home? Where's the interactive calendar again? Where did they move that to? Where did they put the calendar? See, schedules here, but this is like the player schedule. Transfer window 16 days. Cool. So we've got a fair bit of time. Oh no, it's the next transfer window. So where do we see from here? Training matches. Guys, help me out here. Where's the audio seems a bit different. Oh, sorry. I've got two mics active there. Apologies. Good catch, Michael. The backup mic went off there. On top of the main one, but I've swapped it around now. Should be fine. Thanks for that, guys. Sorry. Again, I'm chasing my tail here. It's been a whirlwind. So we need to get some more MFL players in for the community team. Smash them into the live chat. If you're watching this afterwards, in the comment section, I'll be back doing this early doors tomorrow. We'll be picking up a wee bit of Tuesday morning action on MFL. And I'm happy to knock about in it tonight as well. Wee bit of Monday fun. I'm not too sure how long we'll be on for because it is late. I just wanted to come in and see you for the weekend and see how you were getting on and see if we could talk about some of the set stuff and whatever. I got my first Premier League hot streak. Yay! We also finished 6th in Division 3. Way! Van Dijk brought in his first good score for me. Way! Tati Castellanos scored a worldie. Way! John McGinn delivered. Way! So a little bit maybe too little too late, but you never know, man. This strategy didn't need much money to pay itself off. Van Dijk cost a few quid, but Gross, McGinn, Robbo, Unal, all the little in-season Prem pieces I've picked up have been for pounds and pennies. They've been, I think Robertson, the first one I picked up was like £8, and maybe the second one was like 12. So getting that £20 hot streak, this £24 I'll receive tomorrow is nice. And then next week we're in D2 and we have Streak 2. If we were to catch something there, we'll be coming out of the Premier League with a little bit of modest profit on the right under next season. Oh, yeah, interactive calendar. Boom. Well, thanks very much, Josh. Legend. Yeah, so the transfer window ends on Friday. So we've got this week to get going. Matches start Wednesday. So yeah, tomorrow morning, I really want to try and get the main body of the team together as much as anything. And then we can tackle the first couple of matches. And then we can refine with the rest of the training window, transfer window, rotation options, backup plays, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, busy 24 hours for MFL, I would say, for the community team and everything as well. La Liga was, you don't even need me to tell you at this point. Bundesliga was, again, just as catastrophic as you would have expected. MLS NYC drew with the Red Bulls, so not really going to get much going on there either. And Celtic won, which was great, 3-1, which is the score I predicted, but never really got an SO5 out of it. JJ Justin Janssen brought in a hundo with one decisive, which is beautiful. Fred 99 is cheat code, by the way. And Ajal Begovic finally gets a decisive after a bit of a drought. 505 smashed, 40 bangers off the leaderboard, and Streak 1 hit for that as well. So another couple of quid into the kitty, where we're really just short. Yeah, look at this, man. Streak 1 Unlimited, Captain Larson, Hundo, the Motherwell boys averaging around 50 odd, but the keeper DNP'd, which is just a whitey, isn't it? It's only been like 2 quid or something, whatever the limited streak is, but it all adds up into that strategy. Lavakovic DNP, but not mattered anyway. And then Champ, the Red Bull squad actually looks kind of cool, doesn't it? It looks kind of nice. I think Mukiele kind of let us down right at the end. I think Mignan was quite late in the midweek, in the game week as well. But 100 essence, no promotion. Big team did better. Like Gutierrez and KDB are kind of let down, but good scores all round and positioned well enough. Hinchape's killed this at the end. This was looking quite nice for a bit, by the way. Bruno G, McGinn played really early. Goretzka played really early by comparison to the rest of them. I had a wee bit of hope for that one. The Barca thing was just minging. And the reward teams, wow, Kelleher double negative. I didn't realise that. And we had a nice giveaway team, I thought. Yeah, we did have a nice one, but not that nice. Javi Guerra, double decisive. Kamada, 68 on 88 only. He's really turned into a Premier League player all of a sudden. Captain Olis Agassi on a 72. We did all right with there. No rewards. Oh, yeah, man, this is a gutter. This team did all right. It's coming out with nothing. Whale Moya with the decisive. Jonosuke Suzuki with a goal. Belosian, I knew he'd have a decent game there, 63. Yeah, not really much to write home about. So we're picking up scraps. We've got a Celtic 7 that did all right. The Seattle thing didn't do great. NYC didn't do great on 7 aside. The giveaway team with Captain Messi. Captain Messi turned up. The rest of the team were 40 merchants. And as you can see, the rest of it is just a car crash, essentially. The Celtic Bad Batch, or the Bomb Squad, or whatever, obviously Goo made his debut here with a wee decisive, but Bernaby, double decisive. Burke got an assist. We've kind of squeezed him and Wea and Key in here just to make the numbers up, but it actually paid off. 500 essence is pretty chunky. So a wee bit of something for the midweek, or for the weekend, sorry. Including the streaks and everything, about 115 bucks, and across rare and limited, about 3,000 essence or so. I'm not going to be crafting anymore. I'm going to be keeping all my essence unless there's some sort of World Cup thing to craft for, which I doubt. I'm going to be we'll give away essence. We'll probably still craft. But yeah, we'll maybe do a wee bit giveaway crafting on Wednesday or something, maybe Thursday. But otherwise, I'm not too bored about rewards. So yeah, I've been kind of. That's why I didn't really do this early. So I was kind of like, well, what do we actually chew over? What do we go over rather than just talking about the weekend? Mikel Villa CM for the community team. Oh, nice. Let's add that in. Mikel Villa. I went and did a wee bit. I don't know if I call it DJing or whatever, but I had that streak money kind of trickling in over the weekend. And I don't know, I was just kind of bored and just looking around, and I seen, like, what did I spend for these 4 Leipzig guys? Like 15 quid or something. I was just like, why not? I've not had. Can you believe I've never had Galashi this whole time? It's always just been too expensive for me, and with the Van der Voort transfer, I always just felt he was destined for the bench, but it's not really worked out that way. So I've got that covered for next year if he's still there, which I think he will be. But the other guys, again, they were like £1 and £1.50 and 4 quid. You know, I would never have paid any more for these guys than what I did. So just kind of caught that on a bit of cheapness after we did the Benzabaini and the Dortmund thing after winning Sabitz for last week. And, you know, the 16 quid there is probably about another 100 quid or 40, 60. Yeah, maybe another like 50, 60 quid still to come in. That'll top that up. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm happy for the wee wallet to maybe build up a wee bit. And then we can, I don't know, just maybe do something with it. But yeah, I went back into the market, just picked up some pieces. And I've been looking at this page a lot with this wee bit of a balance. Like, is there any wee loose ends on this? I think Oscar P from Porto is somebody I keep looking back at and thinking, yeah, maybe I could do that. The Dortmund thing, I'm kind of looking at that as well and thinking I want an Adeyemi. I'd love a Schlotterbeck, 1 or 2 other guys. But beyond that, like, I think I've tapped out my collection. Like, there's nobody else I really want to, like, use. And if anything, at this time of the year, I'm normally looking back at everything I've brought in for in season and thinking, what should I and what could I shed or trade away? Is Prass still a mid? Yeah, still a mid. It's just when he's positioned in that kind of defensive area of the collection. Just wanted to double check that. So, but it's kind of hard now to shed cards because, especially in seasons, the majority of ones I have quite deliberately have that World Cup utility. So I'm not really in a rush to shed anyone out the gallery. We do have a giveaway card actually from the other day. We won a card off the leaderboard. It was this guy here, a tier 2. So we've got that to give away. We'll do a craft. Yeah, we'll have some giveaway stuff this week. Should be a pen for Arsenal. Oh, Mikavia. Yeah, let's go and get that sorted. Any more community member team players, let me know. Scouting tab. Player name. Mikel Villa. Why is this not? I'm on the all tab. I want to put his name in. I've got a feeling there's still some sort of filter action here kicking in. Who was it that put that message in? Was it Thomas Ronyon? It was Thomas Ronyon. Can I find Thomas over here? RT? No, don't have any RTs in here yet. Oh, this is just the market, isn't it? Let's look at the players, sorry. Hoodwink, Captain Orange, Mr. Wobbles. No. So let's go to competitions. No, leaderboards we want to look at. Scouting tactics. No, I think we need the main tab. Competition, development center. What the heck? Where the hell? Oh, there, leaderboards. Thomas Ronyon, RT. Right, and then let's look for this guy. He's a CM. Mikel Villa. Oh. Six. Okay, let's just do 6 then. Cool. You can use the search bar at the top of the screen. Oh, just put it in here. Maybe there's something about the name. Mikel Villa. Yeah, that's exactly the way it's spelled. It's just a weird one, isn't it? Oh, caramba. Yeah, so that's a wee... Is that a me problem? I need Arsenal to smash going for 440 on sets. Michael, oh, big fingers crossed for you. Arsenal really should. Havertz goal, Saka assist. Hopefully that's good for you guys. If you've got an Arsenal stack, it's hard to imagine you've not got one of those guys. Oh, look at Thomas and all his trophies, by the way. This is, oh, yeah, man. This is next level. I actually enjoyed watching. I seen Neb this morning, and I don't know if it's the first time he's streamed that kind of stuff in a while live, but he just was on my homepage for the first time in ages. And it was like, I put my wee fist bump in the chat, and he was like, "Oh, morning, Quinn. It's been a while." And I'm like, "Yeah, it has been, man. That's weird. It just doesn't come on my homepage anymore. It's just weird." YouTube's pretty clever, I guess, isn't it? So that's why I'm thinking, has he been doing that kind of stuff on stream for a while, or has he not? So I did think, yeah, it's a bit weird to not have him. There's something just dropped with the stream here. Sorry. I've got Saka on 85% in Palmer tomorrow. Oof, that's nice, by the way. Yeah, so like I'm just sitting quite pretty here, waiting for the World Cup stuff to happen. We're at the 18th of May as we're speaking now, and looking at sets. Do we have that timer still? Yeah, we do. 12 days, 4 hours until this set finishes. If we actually look at the fixtures, though, I think it will be done as of the weekend. We won't need to go any further than probably next Monday. Wolfsburg will probably be playing in sets, that is. That's probably going to be the last match, I would think. Sunday we should have La Liga. We've got Prem. Yeah, it's Prem last game. France has already done it. Serie A's not involved. Germany done it this weekend. La Liga has a Villarreal and a Atleti on the Sunday night. Is there a reason for that? Why are they not all together? Surely this is the last game week for Spain, isn't it? Do they all play Saturday except those two? That's kind of weird if that's the case. Yeah, everyone plays there except for those two. Are they playing abroad or something? I know La Liga's been threatening to do that kind of thing for a bit. It's weird. So yeah, Monday, Wolfsburg, if that's possible, that'll be the last thing to run. And that's not 12 days away. I actually expect by Monday, a week today, we probably find out the next set. So we've only got really a week to go on the current sets. And thinking about that structure we just seen there, I know there's a bit of midweek football, so we'll have a wee gander at that. So we've got Monday night, we've got Arsenal Burnley tonight. Tomorrow, we've got another wee bit of England, of course. Wednesday, do we have anything? Wednesday, we can use Villa and Freiburg cards, actually. So there's something on every day of the midweek so far. Quite minimal. If you're doing this for the team sets thing, I think we'll be quite confident to play most games, most days. It's only that Wolfsburg thing for the Thursday. Friday night football, we have nada. So it's like a single match every day of the midweek, except for Friday. And then Saturday, it's La Liga. France must be finished too then, eh? Yeah, La Liga Saturday, Prem Sunday, or vice versa, whatever it was, yeah. With one random La Liga game on at night. Which is just weird. Maybe it's a logistics thing. Villarreal, if like Valencia are at home or something as well. Villarreal's a small town. I don't think they share it with anyone, but maybe there's something about that. Proximity of police required and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're at the final straight. We're at the final run here. I'd love to bag $100 out of it. I think that's possible. I would need to do something midweek, which isn't tonight. And then I'm thinking like you've got Saturday La Liga, Sunday Prem to do the next two steps. So I need to get 360 through the midweek, essentially, is how I'm looking at it. Tuesday night's probably a really good shout with, Grabara's there for Wolfsburg. So that game will run on to Monday night. If you've got a bit of a Wolfsburg stack. I seen Guardiola linked to Bayern this morning, by the way, or earlier on. And if that happens, I wouldn't rule it out, by the way. But that tells you they kind of get Schlotterbeck, because Schlotterbeck is their top target for defence. Maybe Dortmund don't want to sell to Bayern. That's kind of a thing, isn't it? But I could see them going for Guardiola. They love buying Leipzig players, Bayern, Guardiola and Upamecano centre-back, Leimer in defence and stuff like that. Would you be shocked? Absolutely not. But yeah, between Josco de Bosco, maybe even Pedro Porro. I got a special edition Christian Romero out one of those packs, but he's obviously crocked, so that was a wee bit of a hollow one there. Cool Wesley Fofana, probably not going to use that. But yeah, I'm kind of looking at Guardiola. We'll see the teams on Tuesday night. I might even just go City. I don't really have big bonuses and stuff, but for 360 points, I don't think that's overly required. I do like a bit of the Villa for the final. I fancy watching that, by the way, like maybe with you guys. Pedri's on Saturday. Yeah, I've got stuff for later. But yeah, Bernie, we'll see the team sheet for City. Marmouche, I don't really have a forward, do I? I would need to go with a Chelsea or Tottenham guy for Tuesday night, which is fine. I'll see the team sheets before I do all this anyway, and we'll be doing it with teams as well. We'll probably go live Tuesday night for team selections and stuff. Yeah, we'll do MFL morning tomorrow. We'll do Sorare at night, and we'll get the teams all sorted together. And when we do the Sorare teams at night, we'll do the card crafting for the giveaway stuff. That'll be fun. Champions League final. Oh, yeah. Champions League final. It's not the weekend, what is it? That's a midweek. Isn't it? Is it not next midweek or next weekend? Oh yeah, the Champions League final will be, of course. You'll get to use stellar sets for that. Of course we will. Great shout, by the way. Luke Jones, absolutely great. Might have some more players later tonight. No problem, mate. No problem, mate. Keep them coming. I'm looking forward to seeing the live chat as well, see what you guys think and feel about it. But yeah, midweek, get 360. And then between Saturday and Sunday, try and hit the bigger numbers with the guys I've got. So I'll be focusing all my league stuff now into, and I seen somebody post about this earlier today and I wanted to explore it with you guys. But France is done. Yeah, France is done. So do I scrap all my France stuff? France is done, isn't it? I might just bag them all now. Relegation playoffs, I couldn't care less about that. Not sure. So the only hesitation I have about this is these missions. I suppose if it's just France, a sacrifice, the rest of them will still look pretty good. But how well you do with this stuff does dictate the legacy little bonus that you get from Sorare, going from stellar sets to the World Cup thing, whatever that's going to be called. But I think I might I think I might just sack off League One now, by the way. So we've got 8 of these ones. What do we get for them? 30, 8, 300. Yeah, not really much, actually. Yeah, these ones are not worth it, I think, because they're in a big run. Let's look at the missions again. I might just open our tab up for convenience. Let's see if there's a wee bit of gamesmanship we can apply here. Go and pull some more cards, go and try and gem farm a bit. So let's see. Players for clubs. Collect Germans in the Bundes, Spaniards in La Liga. We're actually kind of close. That's only worth 5 gems though, so it's no biggie. French players, stellar, reserve players, goalkeepers, stellar. This is just total. Wow, yeah, we're 50 gems away there. Just from any stellar cards. Shiny editions, yeah, it's Essence. Meteors, Essence, yeah, we've not got enough of them to be on gems. So the only gem things we're after is just any stellar card. Again, if we start tanking all the League 1 ones, I'm not sure we'll get enough Essence to guarantee we replenish or even accelerate past what we had before. The goalkeeper one's really interesting as well. A lot of goalkeepers to be found there though. And the reserve player, I'm not sure we can bag 80 of them. I'm kind of half tempted. Evening Quinny, we still haven't replaced Kyogo, and it's likely we're going to have to replace Maeda and the Gren this summer. I really hope we have a couple of marquee forward targets lined up. Me too. I sold Dembele, I get 10k, wasn't going to use him in Champions League final because I have Arsenal defence. Yeah, I don't think we need to keep these additions because we're not going to hit anything with them. They're not really worth that much essence. None of these are really worth anything either, are they? Wow. And then what about these ones? If we do highest tier. Yeah, okay, some of these are worth a bit. Let's maybe get rid of the high value ones. See what they stack up to. There's not many of them. I didn't do much in France, did I? I'm not sure these wee 20 ones are really worth it, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm going to keep all the wee 20 ones. I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze on these ones. To get one pack for 1,000, you're going to have to bin them all. Yeah, I'd rather just bin the high value ones here. So let's scrap them. Get 3k for those roll of cards. And this one, the shinies, what did they scrap at? Oh yeah, Endrick's a big hitter. Oh yeah, there's 2 pages there, so we've maybe, yeah, let's go Endrick. Let's get rid of these guys. The 25s, yeah, they're not really worth it either. We'll just keep them. Yeah, no PSG to really think about there. Let's just bag them. What about these ones? Hollow, there's none. Cool. Right, so that's taking us up. That's almost doubled our little essence count there. Prem and La Liga. Prem's midweek, so let's get a wee bit of this. How many packs do we have? 16. So we'll open like 6 in the Prem. We're looking for goalkeepers that we don't have. And we're looking for... What else are we looking for? Yeah, some of these numbers have just went down a wee bit there, didn't they? Germans in the... Yeah, we're not going to be doing that. It's only 7 gems for 25 players. That's going to be harder than it looks. Spaniards in... Yeah, maybe push that a bit more. But the big ones I'm after is... Yeah, maybe over the next 12 days I'll be able to farm into one of those bigger gem payouts. Ketia, new. Savannah, new. The more new cards we can get, the better. But as you can see, it's not that many of them. Don't scrap Quinny's, it counts towards your reward. I know. I've already done that a wee bit. I think I've done so well in the other leagues, I don't mind sacrificing France a little bit. Oh, that's a fun little Norgard. Doesn't play though. Yeah, I think so. I did it kind of minimally. I don't think it's going to make a big difference. It might. But I hope not. Try to be cute with it. Just get the guys that'll open some more packs for us and get some more of these Prem players and whatnot. I'll maybe stop here and go to La Liga because we're after like Spaniards and goalkeepers. La Liga's full of that stuff. Oh, a bunch of newbies. There we go. 3 new cards out of 5. We'll take that all day. Right, let's go try some La Liga hustle. Yeah, we just got some Prem stuff open there. We'll open a few of these and we'll check in on the missions, see how they're looking. I definitely want to have a bit more of a laser focus. Wow, nobody. Oh, for Rashford, one new card. I don't think I've got any Barca forwards, so Rashford's usable. Quite enjoyed Rash. Oh, that's a fun card. Doesn't play though, but we'll take it. That's an athletic card, so that helps for one of the missions. Louis. Oh, you don't have Barca forwards and then two of them come at once. Love that, by the way. Keep them coming. Lucas Boy. Another Nico. Another Louis. Hey. Love to see that. I'm quite enjoying these Spanish ones. I think they're paying out for us quite nicely. Victor Munoz, Ceballos, Espe. A few Spaniards as well, by the way. 2 ones there. A few reserve cards. I think this might be working out quite nicely. Spain feels like we've built enough in it where if we do Rafa Mir. Oh, sugar. Let me go back. Right, so scrap, keep, scrap, scrap. Bellingham. Oh, yeah. Love it. Oh, sorry. Scrap you, scrap you. Another Spaniard, another Spaniard. Some of those reserve base players, maybe. Not sure what their rating is exactly, but yeah, I feel like we're getting a wee bit of joy out of these. One more, then we'll pause and see where we're at. If we're any closer to cracking one of them. Feels like we made some progress with Spanish players. Feels like we should have made some progress there. Let's have a look. Barca players, we just picked up a few of them. So we're only 7 Barca Real Athletic players away from some gems. That's cool. Germans and the Spaniards, yeah, only 8 to go there. So that's yeah, there's not many cards. This is a Spanish base one, which is good. We're about another 12 gems away, or we've got another 12 gems in the offing for us. Hopefully, I've maybe just diminished a wee bit of that with some of the tossing away that I did there, but I think we'll catch up with that with the coming weeks as well. Or with the coming 12 days. The goalkeeper one, I think there's a wee bit of progress there. I think there's like 3 cards added since the last time we looked. We've got 4,900 left. I'm going to open, 3 more packs. Porto, Barrios, never heard of him. Yeah, not many newbies coming out. Pack luck on fire. It feels like it, by the way. And I think a lot of you guys have been getting really good stuff out of packs as well. Sorare has definitely turned up the chance, I think. Now that it's like almost done. Wow, a whole pack of duplicates. Thanks for that. Carmo, Comisana, Isco, Diego Rico. Are we Spaniard? Magitafe boy. And final pack. Capete, Baba, Cabrera, Da Vinci, Fornals, doublers. What are we left with? Yeah, I've got enough left for my daily spin and stuff tomorrow. And yeah, I think that's kind of helped us a wee bit. You know, Lewandowski's and Bellingham's, and I actually picked up some pretty decent pieces there, actually. And let's look at the cards. And we'll go to new. Yeah, so we can see, I think all the guys we just packed there are all here. Nice little run there. 2 Lewandowski's, Rashford, Fernandez, Bellingham, and a few other guys that kind of added into that. What I'm hoping to show you is maybe who came out of those reward packs. So maybe I maybe should have done that before we opened up some, but Romero was one. Yeah, Romero. Jordan Henderson was one as well. That was a cool kind of card to see come out the pack. And then was there a reward pack before them? I think there might have been. No, maybe not. I think this was, or maybe no, I don't know. I think that's maybe the only good cards I got out of it. Pack lock on's fire. Why are you selling, everyone? I was just trying to maximize a little bit of this. The French league is done, so I won't be doing any of the French collecting missions. So I thought it would be maybe clever to take some of the high value cards for discard value, the ones that are worth getting packs out of, essentially. Which, we just pulled Bellingham's and Lewandowski's out of. We wouldn't have done that without scrapping those cards. because those missions I've given up on. I'm not going to be opening any more French packs. But Spain and Prem, I'm happy to push. We need another like 9 players across the top 5 clubs for Prem. We need another 7 across the top 3 in Spain to get some gems, which is what we're trying to farm for here. The goalkeeper one I'm slightly optimistic about. The overall one I'm not sure we'll be able to capture that many new players between now and when the competition closes. So not many farmable gems, I think, within touching distance at this point. Good to see us all here. Bundesliga is done as well. Yeah, Bundesliga is done, actually. Yeah, good point. Bundesliga is done. Let's see. Catchy and whatever. 30 and 30. Yeah, not really worth it. Kim and J, Nibel. Matanovic is only... Wow. I've not got many, by the way. Let's scrap the 3 of them. It's like an hour pack in the waiting. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Musiala, Baumgartner, Upamecano. They're nice. And the 200 guys are definitely worth a punt as well. No goalkeepers, though. Don't give her the goalkeepers. Probably should have paid attention to that in the last one. Don't give her the goalkeepers. Yeah, there's not many that are worth actually punting, to be honest with you. I'm not going to go to the full extent of emptying all the guys that are worth 20 essence. I just don't think the juice is worth the squeeze, as I put it earlier. Let's maybe open up. We've got our 10k. Let's open maybe 4 Prem packs and 4 La Liga packs. Let's just try and push this a little bit more. Madison, new one. Love that. And some of the guys, by the way, the packs are actually pretty decent, aren't they? You know, it does feel like they've cranked up the payout on them for the bronze ones anyway. But you do have... Ooh, nice. You do have the kind of established set. It's hard to find new cards in these packs, granted. But when the new ones do come out... Gyökeres! Could have used that tonight. 4 new cards out of that. An Arsenal player as well. I think this is the 3rd pack, so we'll do one more after this. Alex Borto, a wee American goalkeeper, so new name on me. How much is sitting there? 6 and a bit. Let's go to La Liga for a few. Freiburg still play Europa final. Oh yeah, I'm going to be back in Villa all the way on that. I wouldn't play any Freiburg guys, to be honest with you. Right, let's go La Liga. Atleti, Barca and Real is what we're after. Spanish guys, reserves. Spanish goalkeeper that's a reserve. Jackpot. Let's see. Can we get a wee hustle on here? Oh, Cucho! What a pull! What a pull! That's a fun animation, by the way. That is a fun. That's the first time I've packed a guy like that. I've got a meteor striker Matanovic, but I think I got that as like one of the rewards, you know, like the collection thing. So that was a lot. That was cool. That was cool. Packs are good tonight, aren't they? La Liga packs are good tonight. Spanish reserve, love that. Another Spanish reserve. Oh, by the way, I think we're doing alright here. By the way, I think we've made up some nice ground. How much do we have left? 2 more packs. Let's just stay in Spain. It feels like we're on a bit of a run here. Oh, Spanish reserve. Spanish something. That was alright there again, by the way. I think we're picking up. A lot of those specials are the ones that are new. We're not really getting... I think this is the last one. We just got you earlier. Javi Puado, Spanish reserve, love that. Boselli, Aspilicueta, Dave. What are we on? 1,600. What's one more pack? I'll get the rest of the essence from tickets and stuff in the morning. Ooh, nice. And it wasn't worth it. Cucho's been good lately. Yeah, he's on fire now, man. Ooh, collect Spanish players in La Liga. We took a big jump on that. No more Real, Atleti, or Barca players. Spanish players in La Liga. We took a big jump on that. We've only got 6 left to go for another 5 gems. And what was the other one? Goalkeepers. Again, doesn't really feel like it moved. But I know it did. We got some new. Oh, maybe they're not. Maybe I've got different versions of them already. Yeah. Doesn't really feel like that one moved too much. That's going to be a hard nut to crack. The reserve guys, we got a few more of them, but there's a big gap to fill there. Mr. Bojangles has put a link into the Telegram, which has piqued my interest. Let's have a look. Mr. Bojangles, what have you shared with us tonight? Pep Guardiola. No, that's got to be a troll. Nah, that's... he's guaranteed he'll be there next year. I think that's fake news. Personally, let's see. Feels like fake news to me. Yeah, I don't know. Feels like fake news. He's already quite categorically said, "I'll be here next year" when asked this. And the build, yeah, he said, like, somebody said to him, "Will this be your final trip to Wembley?" And he's like, "I hope not. I'm going to be here next year. That's not what I'm planning." So I would be. If you scrap all the 2,000 essence or more players, will it not be better to try and get gems players? Players will be worth nothing soon. Yeah, I can maybe do that with the other ones. I think with Spain and the Prem, I've kind of done it for the other 2 already. But the rest of them that are like, who do we have left that's worth scrapping? I think we've got all of them here, haven't we? 20. Highest tier. Oh no, do we have? No, we don't. Yeah, so the highest guys we've got left are 20s. I'm sure, don't we? 25. Yeah, I don't think scrapping all these guys is really going to amount to much, because you're going to need to scrap, like, if they're averaging at like 25, it's 4 for 100 and then 10, so you need like 40 discards for 1 pack. Just don't think it's worth all the clicking and dragging. They have just said it on Sky Sports during the Arsenal game. Oh wow, really? Wow. I'm surprised. I am. I will be surprised at that. They're not going to win the league this year, are they? Like, Arsenal are looking good for it. Yeah, Arsenal have won the league. Essentially. City are going to push them all the way, I think, but City play Bournemouth, and then last game, City Villa before a final, and Arsenal Palace before. Villa will be off the back of a final, I beg your pardon. Palace, I think their final must be next week then. They're looking into it. They're not confirming it. Did you hear what Ronnie Charters? I don't know what that means, Michael. What does that mean? Yeah, I think it would be shocking news, obviously, if it's been reported. Who am I to say it's wrong? But he quite openly said, "No, this won't be my last trip to Wembley. This is not my last season. I've got another year on my contract, and I love it and all that." So yeah, that's why I'm not kind of scrapping the rest of them. So I just don't really think, again, it's just worth it for all the aggro. Let's look at Liga and again. Like, I want to keep Pedri. I want to keep all the good guys as well for the weekend. Yeah, I just don't think it's going to be worth it, bagging them all. Second last game of the season at home, and it was a video circulating of him with all the trophies. So was it him? I seen that picture circulating a few days ago, and it was confirmed that it's a video that they're shooting for Bernardo Silva and John Stones. It wasn't actually Pep, or maybe it was Pep talk. I don't know, but I seen that the other day. Do you know who I follow for Man City stuff? I follow a few accounts, but the boy that does the overlap, I like him a lot. Luke Stanley. I know some of you won't like him. He does ruffle some people up and whatever, but he knows his stuff. He absolutely knows his stuff. Where was the post? It was a few days ago. It might be buried. He is a busy poster, it must be said. But it was to do with that whole video thing. Yeah, this is old news. 14th of May. Stones and Bernardo is what he said, and I kind of take him for it. Is this the thing we're talking about? It looks like Pep, doesn't it? But Stones and Bernardo is what he says, and I'm inclined to believe him. But again, this is 4 days ago. Things can change. Who knows? After the last of the games, will everyone sell? That's too. Yeah, I think. Let's look at winter sets. Highest tier. Yeah, I can still sell Mbappe for 10,000 winter essence, whatever that's worth. Not worth anything, obviously, anymore. But yeah, you can. You could just wait for all the stuff to be done. But you do want to have the legacy. You do want all the, because Sorare said somewhere that the legacy payoff, like when you open the new set, it will say, well done on winter sets, is based on a combination, I think, of activity and stuff like that. But I think a big part of it is the collecting missions, what thresholds you've hit. That's why I didn't really mind sacking Liga enough, because I didn't really do much in it anyway. And although we kind of took a bit of off the top for Bundesliga, again, I don't think we've really changed our status overall, particularly if we're advancing other collections in tandem with it. It shouldn't really alter my position, I hope, for the maybe changes news coming out, as he said he would leave if found guilty. Oh, by the way, Liam, subplot on the STV radio show. I really don't listen to that. Is it worth listening to? I will, Michael. I'll take your recommendation seriously, but I don't generally listen to it. The guy that's on it, see the guy that's not like the, see the guy. He's like a chukter and he's like ginger or blonde. There's him. There's you and Cameron. See the other guy. I know him. Kinda. I've got his number on my phone. He got me onto STV. That one time I did STV, and he actually asked me to do something else. Might have been that podcast actually. I think it was. They asked me to do that STV podcast, and I think I was just a wee bit slow in coming back to him one morning. And he's like, oh, we got somebody else to do it. It's like, okay, whatever. No skin off my nose. But yeah. Wow. A wee bit of breaking news on Pep, by the way. That's a wee bit shocking. Imagine they turned it round now. Beat Bournemouth, and then do Arsenal have it in them to bottle this playing Palace? Imagine the Prem had such a crazy last day, like a helicopter Sunday type thing. What a thought, by the way. What a thought. I thought Arsenal were basically secured. They're not quite, but yeah, more BBC reporting on this as well. Oh, there's a guy for the foundation in the chat. Theo Bomer. Where is RT? There we go. In what position is he? A goalkeeper. Oh, brilliant. We need a goalkeeper desperately. Theo Bomer. What rating is he? 75. Is that a goalkeeper? Am I tripping? There's a goalkeeper. I don't see him. Let me hit refresh. Did you maybe just buy him or something? Or maybe you did. Nice. He'll help us. Via accepted. Love that. Now, I did put one of my own players in the squad in his rank just to get us up to 11. So once that goalkeeper comes in, which is just imminent, isn't it? I'll probably just cancel his contract just to stop him bringing down the averages, because he's like 51. Can we look at contracts? I think it's an easier page to just click on and delete them. Wow. Cancel contract. Confirm. Awesome. Just talking about who he thinks Robbie Keane will be manager, and how Celtic are apparently ready to go and they don't want this to happen again. Interesting. I always find it interesting when media based people do talk like that, because you do feel that they're maybe talking from a position of info. I've had some wee quiet whispers come to me. It's not really my place to reveal this stuff or whatever, so I'm going to I don't really want to say much. It makes me feel, if somebody tells me something and it's not really my gossip or my kind of, oh, did you hear this? And I always feel a wee bit uncomfortable being the one to like, oh, look what I heard, before the person that told me gets a chance to say it. But Scott Brown, you've mentioned there is another former player, right? Prominent in the, let's say, Scottish football scene. There's not a manager who's like basically lined up to be the new pathway manager. That's all I'll kind of say. It's only a rumour, and I'm not going to go into it anymore, so it's not my rumour to share. But that came to me today, and I thought, wow, that's. Some people might see it as negative. I don't really see it as a negative or a positive, really, in any real terms. But I want Celtic to be swift. I want them to be swift in the market with appointing members of staff, by getting transfers done. Just had 4 goalkeepers in a bronze pack. Wow, did you need them all? Maresca nailed to be City manager. By the way, Maresca might be, but and you might think I'm mad for this, right? I don't think. No, the person I'm talking about, Michael, would be for pathway manager. Sorry, I think I maybe said that. I wouldn't be surprised if Ange got a call, by the way, because although it went bad at Forest and Tottenham was Tottenham, right? He was at Yokohama, which is Man City. He was in the City group, and he did win the UEFA Cup or the Europa League with Tottenham. Did do all that stuff at Celtic. And in terms of like the style of play, the way he uses fullbacks and forward players, the intensity he plays with, I wouldn't rule Ange out. I don't think he's like a prime candidate, and City can get anyone they want. But if your options are Maresca or Ange, now I'm biased, but I think you're interviewing them, and I think Ange would come into some real consideration there, style of play wise. Oh, you did need them. Oh, that's brilliant, Josh. Great luck. By the way, the bronze packs are paying out tonight, guys. Josh has confirmed it. Secondary source confirmed. If it was Robbie Keane, like, it's going to be tumultuous as well. It's going to be tumultuous. If it is Robbie Keane, you know Scott Brown's going to be the assistant, because that feels all. I think Scott Brown is definitely going to be in at Celtic. Definitely. In this new regime change. I just don't think there's any way he isn't. He's done his humiliation ritual, and everything. So, yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to kick about for another 5-10 minutes, and I'm kind of doing a wee bit of loosey-goosey shopping more than anything. I've had a lot of fun with this World Cup little list that I've built. I recommend for all of you guys that do want to do gallery reviews and all that kind of stuff, please take some time and go on, make your own little list on your own gallery and go through. Oh, I was going to save this to when it's finished, right? But for you guys that are watching this, with me tonight, this is something to bookmark. This is all the squads. I'll put it into the live chat. Bookmark this. There's only so this whole thread will have them all in it, but at the moment I think there's only like 14 squads that have been confirmed, and this thread will have them all when they come out. 15 came out today. Curacao, Big Dick Avocado there, Eloy Doom, Richley Bazoar, anyone else we know? Obispo, Shundry Sambo, Bacunya, forwards, Tahi Chong, Sonchi Hansen, Locadia. I thought there'd been Margarita. Hey, I thought there'd been a few more names in there we would recognise. Big Dick Advocate taking on Scotland. So yeah, this is a really good thread. Really good thread. Scotland squad away tomorrow as well. So yeah, bookmark this. It's a very valuable thread. I'll do content on it when it's a full thread, and we'll kind of look at the World Cup thing as a whole. But I'm enjoying. Yeah, so I recommend you guys that do gallery reviews and stuff with me. Make your own wee World Cup list, and it just makes it a bit easier to kind of evaluate it. I've just been putting everyone in who should make the squad, and some of them aren't going to play, but it just gives you a nice little lens to look across. Like all these keepers, how many of them will be usable? That's a kind of. Oh yeah, I suppose we'll see the squads. I think all these people are basically in the squad so far. I don't think I've picked anyone that's not been selected, but some of them will make the squad but won't play, and you won't really realise that for some of them until matches are kicked off. Some positions will be unknown, undetermined and stuff. But 22 keepers there, some duplicates and some guys that won't play. 55 defenders, and you know what I've found actually more fun over the last couple of days, which I've not done on the computer yet, I've been doing it on my phone, but hitting the in-season filter on it, because in-season is Classic's going to be fun. Whatever they're doing is going to be fun, right? But the cash, I believe, is going to be arenas. That's the only thing that they've said. There might be another mode or a streak thing or something, but they did say cash arenas would be a thing. So I'm thinking SO5. I'm thinking 4 in seasons, 1 classic is like a skeleton of a strategy to be running with here. In season goalkeepers, how many of them do I like? Vasil, Gunn, Livakovic. I've got 2 guns, so that's kind of 4. Schlager's probably fine for 5. And then I don't need to worry about the rest of them. So 5 in season keepers potentially. Maybe even just say 4. In defence, there's 26 of them here. And maybe it's easier to count the ones that are unusable. Sorare probably isn't a starter. Patterson isn't a starter. Kai Truan probably isn't in Australia. Not going to be great anyway. Jiku, whatever. But yeah, I think I've actually got a really good quality. A lot of fullbacks, a lot of doublers as well with Robos and Tierneys and whatever. In midfield in season, we've got all the Austria boys. Duh. We've got a bit of Kante. We've got a wee bit of Joe Chima. Seko Fofana made the Ivory Coast squad. Kamada, McGinn, all the Scottish lads as well. So for like 5 keepers, I think the midfield will be thin for me. I'll probably be going double defence unless I've got tons of forwards. But forwards are all right. Sane, Kramaric, Gregorish, Mbolo should all play. Bazuma Toure, I'm not sure about. Yeah, a few of these are going to be a bit dodgy. Dyson should play. Might not always score well. I'll probably get 5 teams worth of strikers, and then that's not even looking at the classics. Do you know, I didn't even watch the derby. Didn't even watch it. But I've got a podcast to listen to, so Alf on YouTube, I'll get some intel, and I'll come back to you on that. Will Freeze be number 1? It's a bit of a coin toss now, because he had been number 1 after displacing Turner. And I think Pochettino likes Freeze, but Pochettino also is just a prem face. You know, Belgium who played probably going to be Turner, isn't it? Yeah, so it's a little bit undetermined. But Turner, Freeze, did actually, look at that. 4 games in a row, number 1. 6 games in a row, number 1. I don't know how many games we're getting to now, but that's like 10 games on the spin. Number 1 goalkeeper, maybe even more than that. But Turner was bad then, maybe even injured in moments. So, I think Freeze is going to be number 1, right? But will he play all 3 group stage games? Almost certainly not. If he's not number 1, he will. Yeah, I think between the 3 keepers, depending on how the group stage goes, but between the 3 games, I think both keepers are likely to feature. Freeze's form's kind of dipped off. Maybe a bit of an NYC symptom as well. Turner's has kind of picked up. So that is a real genuine coin toss, to be honest with you. Schlager and Pence are maybe a bit similar. But again, Schlager, like Freeze, has a bit more of he's been number 1 a bit more regularly or a bit more often. So I'm a bit more, I'm iffy about those 2, but with Freeze, it's kind of part of a strategy anyway, so it's not really any big shakes for me in that regard. So I was quite enjoying looking at the in-season filter recently. Ben Sebaini has been confirmed to miss the season for Dortmund, which is now concluded. But there was like, he's probably going to be all right in the next week or 2, so I think he'll be cool. And I'm really looking forward to getting this Icebreaker edition into a cool team next to that Ben Sebaini with Van Dijk, that would be... I wonder if there's a game week or a game day. Do they play next to each other? Not Morocco, Algeria. And the Dutch. They play next to each other. That could be a really sick looking team. So let's see, Algeria and the Dutch. There's a Dutch there. Where is Algeria? Miles away, probably. Yeah, miles away. Went off on a stretcher, not looking good. Well, I just bought another one, so that's just bloody typical, isn't it? And you know what? That's actually going to be a real headache. That's probably going to be the first thing I need to deal with when I get off this stream. Because with somebody else got kind of a knock or something. Who the hell was it? Aidan O'Neill. Yeah, so the midfield at NYC is thin and dropping like flies. Not really too sure if I'll be picking up any more doubles and triples. And Sorare really need to get finger out their backside, by the way. NYC have got more squad players than what's here. We've still got European cards. Like, look at this, man. Araujo, unopenable. January signing at the very beginning of January. Oxlade-Chamberlain, not openable. Junior Adamu, not openable. Kelechi Iheanacho signed in the summer, not openable. We need to do a bit of a finger, and I did it before, and you tried to. Some of you did really well to like it and whatever, but we really need to do a big push on this. Probably for the Friday deadline show, I'll line it up. But we really, really, really need to put a big push on Sorare because they can't get honestly, and I don't want to say can't get away with this as if it's a mad crime. It's not really that far off, but Kobe Donovan, rookie, unopenable. That I don't want this in my collection. I think it's showing me I've got 2 Donovans here because it's like 2 cards. It's kind of glitched on me there. I've got 2 of them here. But we don't spend hundreds or thousands of pounds on these collections to have SIM card tickets of them. You know, Fenerbahce I care a little bit less about, but Kante should have a picture by now. Guendouzi should have a picture by now. You know, so on and so forth. There's tons of them everywhere. Obviously, I feel them in my collections. I'm sure you've got the same in yours. And the main thing that I just honestly can't forgive and forget about is they left Mat 3s unopenable all last season. Yeah, it's got 2. It kind of glitches when you click on that in the collections page because it wants to show me 2 packets of 3s because it knows I've got 2 of them. Just a weird feature, I guess. But that's he's been there for years. You know what I mean? Like he's been in it. So anyway, it's just bad crack, and I don't want it to happen again this year. So we need to have a bit of a push on Sorare to get these as many pictures. They must have them, as we've seen with some of the Premier League ones. Liam was talking about Sunderland guys that had pictures but you couldn't open them. They've been really poor at bringing pictures in and doing reveal ceremonies for the late additions or the transfers or whatever's went on. And as well with some of these other, I'm trying to think if there's any European ones that spring to mind. I'm not sure there is, but with NYC, there's like 3 or 4 guys in the matchday squad that they don't have cards for. And I know it's not big money, but across limited, rare, super rare, unique, you know, it's a whole other set of cards to. This collection's tiny. The squad is tiny, IRL, right? But they should be releasing these guys early access as soon as they can. And they do it with some of the big hitters, but the tertiary guys are the minor ones they just care less about. And I don't want guys staying in the packet. It sucks. It's crap. Sasha Boy, that's another one. Not a big deal. But still, they add up. And it just, again, you don't want to be looking at wee SIM cardy things. Sunderland ones were horrendous. And I think there's a bunch of them. Sunderland is just the only example I can think of because of your experience, Liam, it comes to mind. Let's hit the review button. Do I have any reviews that are maybe hiding? Right, Gruda I could do, right? He is a late one they'd got, but it'll change his position. I'm not doing Livakovic, so it'll change his club. Same with those other ones. Yeah, I could do them, but it will change stuff that I don't want to change. Do I care about Gruda being a forward? I guess I do. Do I? Yeah, I think I do. I think he scores better as a forward. These pages aren't always great for showing it. But midfielder. And then let's change to forward. I'm not sure anything really changed there. 45, 30, 69, 39. 45, 30, 69, 39. Oh no, it did. Yeah. Nice, forward's better. Some of these pages are rubbish for showing that. That's good. So his floor of his scores are just a lot better, which for a forward you kind of half expect, don't you? I wouldn't mind opening them, but again, I'm rather have him as a forward. Leipzig forwards have been a nightmare over the years for me. Ornstein confirmed, Pep leaving. Oh my god. Wow. Wonder what the scoop is behind that. Maybe the guilty thing, by the way. Somebody said that earlier. That might be on the money. Matt Harrison, good evening. Good to see you, mate. Musa on for the World Cup. Oh, nice. The Croatia squad's in here somewhere. Yeah, Guardiola. Stojkovic, Segicic, never heard of him. Letitia, never heard of him. Smolcic, Bello, Ivanovic, Lovermeyer. Brett Pozive, never heard of him. Matanovic, Musa. Yeah, man, they've got firepower, man, don't they? The midfield is old AF with Modric and Kovacic and such, you know, but even Perisic still in the squad. But fair play, Croatia. They've always got a good wee squad around them. I really want to go to Croatia. Croatia is one of these places that in my mind is like a mini football paradise. It's on the Mediterranean. It's a wee quiet country. They love their football. There's always quality players coming through. Nice weather. Should be kind of cheap. Maybe like old school Bulgaria. I've never been to Croatia. I'm assuming all this. I've got friends that have been, but I want to go myself. My neighbour actually goes all the time. So anyway, I want to go there. I've got Croatia is one of these places. It's like for me, it's just like I've got no reason other than what I've just said to think it would be awesome. But I've just got in my head like I would be happy in Croatia. You know. Wow, Maresca confirmed as replacement. Swift moves, by the way, and Maresca's the obvious one, isn't he? I just didn't want to jump the gun and just kind of you never know. Bias for Ange coming out there. No shame. Maresca, obviously ex Pep assistant, just makes pure sense, doesn't it? I wasn't that convinced by him by Chelsea, but I know he did all right, won the world title or whatever. And the what else did they win with them? The Europa League maybe or something? Or the Conference League? Conference League and Club World Cup, yeah. Like like the Club World Cup, fine, right? It's a bit of an achievement, but the Conference League with Chelsea, Bello and Stojkovic are out for now. That is a standby list if someone's on the main list. Oh, thanks, Jalkin Calves, for the. Oh, so that was a little. That wee list at the bottom here. Oh, that's not a player's name. Pret Pozive. That's the Croatian word for standby or reserve list or something. Lovra Meyer, Ivanovic, Bello, etc. Wow, that's. Franjo's went off form, fair enough. Peter Sucic, actually, maybe, and Lucas, yeah, Peter Sucic, I maybe undersold him a wee bit. Mario Pasalic, we all love a bit of. Croatia have got some team, man. Love the goalkeepers, Livakovic, Katarski, and Pandur. I've owned all three of them at some point. Pandur and Katarski were two wee favourites for under 23 for a minute a few years ago. I actually, do you know, so I've got quite a funny thing going on midweek here, right? I went into my vault and I was looking at dust off the shelves a wee bit, like, oh, who should I be unsealing ahead of the next season or whatever? And this was a week or two ago, I'll check the times on it, but I unvaulted Ladero because Ladero, I thought was a red X. Turns out he's a blue X. He's not actually been doing that bad. Like game week 68, that's this season here onwards. You know, his L4 is, what's that, 50? Kinda? And he's playing a couple of games coming up. I thought, let's get Ladero out the vault. I've got him to use him. And I've put him in well, the deadline's not happened yet, but put him in a bit of a fun team with the City boys and Barkas and Lionheart. I don't really want to use Lionheart, but yeah, Quatra's not going to play. Don't think I've got many defensive options. Oh, Belosian's in. But yeah, I'll just stick Lionheart in there because he'll play. I don't need Freiburg to win for him to do well either. I thought that was fun. But let's check it. I can't remember when I unvaulted him. It wasn't that long ago. I'm not sure I've got. Let's do highest average score. Pardon me. We'll see if anyone's playing. I'm also thinking about Jota a little bit because I've vaulted all of him. I think I vaulted all my Vickerses, which I did. He's been back training, so yeah, I probably should be unwrapping a Vickers or two. Imminently enough. Grealish, don't know. I'm not too sure about any of these other guys if I care. Tyler Adams is back. He'll be at the World Cup. Yeah, I probably want to unvolt him. Can I do it? 6 days, yeah. So Tyler Adams. He'll be going to the World Cup. Anyone else? And by the way, New York City have loaned Matija Ilinic to some fucking stupid team. Don't have any bloody defenders. Rakov, you know. Why? Just pure pointless. So Tyler Adams, I need to get him out soon. I'm thinking Jota's as well need to come out. I don't have any Odenholms actually for Bad Batch. He's been playing. So I probably want to get an Odenholm out soon. Anyone else that could go to the World Cup? Chris McFarlane again. I keep forgetting. He was a really good player for NYC. 16-year-old English kid, and then Man City signed him and he plays for like Man City under 18s now rather than playing MLS, which just feels backward. But yeah, I've got all the Jotas to get out and all the Carter Vickerses. So yeah, that's my main summer thing, is getting them done bit by bit. But I need to get Adams out. So Adams, Home, Vickers and Jota. I might be semi-tempted. You may think I'm fucking mental for saying this, but I might be semi-tempted to just buy a Vickers because there's one or two I don't have. 13 quid for this season's one. And there's another version of Vickers I don't have. Now it just takes a bit of pressure off the unvaulting process. Yeah, this one here I don't have, but he's not for sale. The one I really want out of this collection is Nat Phillips because I just don't have him. So yeah, I could be, again, the price of Vickers is only going to go down, so I'm not in a mad rush for it. Jota, I've got all the Jotas. There's nothing really to buy there. Yeah, Tyler Adams for the World Cup. Odin home for a bit of bad batch. No way. Denier is in for Belgium. Jason Denier is not in the Belgium squad. Jason Denier is not in the Belgium squad. Oh, there's the Austria team, by the way. All my guys here. Schlager. Javerschlager. Alaba. Sabi. Gregorish. Lionheart. Baumgartner. This is, by the way, see this team gives me mad Greece vibes. Mad Greece vibes. If you know, you know. Like, that's just a solid, like, honestly, like, who do you look at in that squad and say, if you have to play him, maybe these two guys here, Svoboda and Shop. But outside of that, the rest of these guys are like, that's a really strong national team. Where the hell is Belgium? No way Jason Denier is in the Belgian team. Is he not like... Behave. Jason Denier is in for Belgium. Am I blind? Unless something's happened. Are you winding me up? Oh, you're thinking of Tiati. I was like, what? Now, you said Ranić there, the dark horse, but do you know, the Greek manager, his name was like, it's not Ranić, obviously. Greece manager, Rehagel. This guy was a G, by the way, an absolute G. Austria, I've got big Greece vibes. European champion with Greece. German Cup with Bremen and Dusseldorf. German champion with Bremen and Kaiserslautern. Second divisions, German Super Cups. Intertoto Cup with Bremen. It's not quite Ranić, is it? But Ranić's... I don't think I spelled that right. Oh, whatever. Rangnick. Rang Nick. Let's just get rid of the Ralph. Oh, it's that F. I'm an idiot. Oh, Thomas, I remember that Euro so well. I was in Cyprus for 2 weeks, and it was the last 2 weeks of the tournament. I watched the final in Cyprus, and legit, I said it at the time, and I'll say it again. I believe it'll be the closest I'll ever get to Scotland winning anything. I was 16 at the time, and me and my mate were on holiday, and yeah, we watched the quarters and the semis. We're cheering on Greece and everything the whole way because we're in Cyprus. That's just what you do. And see, when they won it, I'm not shitting you, honestly. The whole Cyprus got into their cars and was in the road. Cars were everywhere. Fireworks were going off. People were jumping out, hanging out their sunroofs, and place was mental. Honestly, could not have timed it better. Obviously, a pure coincidence. So it's not if you know, like if you're going to go to the World Cup, that you might think, oh, I'll go to France and watch it. Maybe France win it. That could be fun. No one goes to Greece to watch Greece win the Euros. You know what I mean? So I remember it so well. And I really like Greece because of that. German Cup with Schalke. Austrian champions with Salzburg. Not really that impressive, is it? And yeah, some other bits and bobs. Ranić's the man. We like him. But yeah. So yeah, watch out for Vickers and Jotas. Put a wee post out on Sorare, getting them to get bloody pictures sorted. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, guys. We'll go through MFL tomorrow morning. We'll have a bit of MFL morning tomorrow. And then we'll do Tuesday night some Sorare action. So it should be a big one. For Michael and Celtic 67, a few of you guys are in here after Celtic content and stuff. Really sorry I never got anything out today. I did Axom and then I was just kind of, I say mad busy. I'm really sorry. And I've been threatening to go back. We did that kind of private stream last night to do a actual breakdown of the game. But again, highlights are just so scarce. Like extended highlights. Like Celtic released their highlights today. And the very first thing that they talk about in it. And by the way, see these buggers? Oh, yeah, I'm going to listen to that later. I say buggers, there's only two of them really, but 3 minutes of highlights, and you know there's going to be a lot of replays of the goals and whatever. 6 minutes of highlights here. This is the Celtic one. The first thing is the Shankland goal. 8 minutes of highlights here. I think this is the one we watched on the stream together. There's a little bit more, but you don't get the Sorare Shankland bit. Yeah, look at that. 6 minutes in and it goes to the celebrations. It's not really extended highlights. Sports Scene had them. Ronnie, who does this channel here, Celtic fan content, he had them up rapid, but they got copyright claimed. So it's off now. So I just need to be a lot quicker in the future for getting the Sports Scene video off of Ronnie before he gets copyright struck. Because that's just kind of screwed me now, to be honest with you. I'm not tech savvy enough to go and find BBC Sports Scene and like download it or whatever. Or maybe I am actually. Maybe I am. Ooh. I'll try and click about with that. I'll try and kick about with that. But this guy in the top left is the one that wrote that article about me when we were caught in the box and all that, and just turned into a mad. And then the other boy in the top right, Boise, he was coming after me after that. Big time coming after me. I tried to send him some messages, just like, man, chill out, man. Nothing's personal here, no hard feelings. Sorry if I said something about his hair or whatever that upset him one time. I used to like the guy. Anyway, so I'll be interested to see what they say. See if they're actually talking about football tonight for once. I won't listen long, but you just it'll interest me to see what they're saying. It was a cracking match. You're talking about Greece, or what we're talking about there? It wasn't. I don't remember it being I remember it being great to celebrate and cheer on, but I don't remember Greece. I just remember Angel Karisteas. Was it the semi-final? We're going down a bit of a rabbit hole here. Sorry. Yeah, France wasn't the final. That was the semi-final, wasn't it? This is one of my like core memories from it. Is Karisteas. Yeah, boom. You see that? I don't know what game that was, but that's what they were like. Look at how many people they're attacking with. One guy to cross in, mainly one guy in the box. There's a cutback option there in the back post or whatever. Making it to the final. That's in the blue kit. Oh yeah, Delas. Yeah. Who did they beat in the semis again? The final was Portugal, of course, but Portugal were the host nation, if any of you weren't around for that. And was this a Ronaldo tournament, by the way? I'm not sure Ronaldo was quite in the squad yet. Karisteas did score in the final as well. And this is what he was all about. Big headers, man. Karisteas! Boom! Imagine being that for Greece, man. Nah, honestly, man, it's one of my favourite things about football. Look at their keeper as well, George Clooney, the Silver Fox. Nakaritis, or whatever his name was. Zach, have a good evening too. Oh, Celtic, yeah, it was a good game to watch, I suppose, especially for you. Ronaldo did play in the comp, did he? I didn't really remember it that well. Must have been just as he went to Man U then, 2004. Yeah, yeah. Beckham left. When did Beckham leave? 03. Yeah, that adds up, doesn't it? I just didn't really remember. So I know that Portugal team was much more like Rui Costa and what was the striker called again? Nuno Gomez or something like that. Rui Costa, Nuno Gomez. Yeah, that was the front two, wasn't it? And my pals, Costinha and Manish, Nani. Anyway, big memories, big fan of all that. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow morning, guys. Thanks a lot for everyone that hung out tonight. I really appreciate it. But kind of spontaneous and last minute. I put the link for that Twitter thread in the live chat. So if you want to catch that and bookmark it, feel free. When it's full with all the squads, I'll revisit it again anyway, and we'll do a proper video around it, just to get everyone up to speed with all the squads and who's hustling and bustling and all that. But yeah, thanks for your patience with me at the beginning of the stream as well, running that little errand and whatnot. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow, everyone. Big couple of weeks ahead, by the way. Have a good night, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Satara.